I'm Brian Tracy, and welcome to the Brian Tracy Show. We're here today with Tayon Mitchell, who is one of the most interesting financial advisors. He is the founder and CEO of the On Guard Financial Group, and he has some wonderful ideas to share with us today, especially in this time of turbulent economy. Welcome, Tayon. Thank you very much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Tell our audience a little bit about who you are and what you do. What is your business?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Right.
I'm a speaker, trainer, business developer,
Right.
and I've recently been recognized as one of America's premier experts in the area of financial planning.
Wow.
Prior to building On Guard Financial Group, I recognized that, Brian, America was clueless in the area, of establishing wealth.
Yes.
Unless you had the opportunity to, grow up in a wealthy family or, had a successful mentor who took you under their wing, society has pretty much, failed you financially when it comes to education.
Right. That's true. So what do you do and how do you do it?
What we do at On Guard Financial Group is, we do insurance-based financial planning,
Right.
okay? And so pretty much what that means is we try to make sure that our clients get their money out of the stock market.
Right.
Okay, so, clients are taught to put their money in IRAs and 401ks, and, they're told to do that because their money grows tax-deferred in these qualified plans.
Right.
And you know what? It sounds good until you understand what taxes are all about.
Right.
Okay, so what we've seen is that, yes, your money does grow tax-deferred, but the thing is when you need the money the most is at retirement. And at that time, Brian, you can tell me that, whenever you retire, taxes are usually higher or lower.
Right, it'll be higher.
Absolutely higher.
Yeah.
So when you need the money the most, that's when Uncle Sam actually takes the biggest chunk out of your pocket.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's just really hurting a lot of people. And so what we're seeing is that most of our clients are more concerned with the return of their money than the return on their money. And so now we provide them those safe money vehicles to get their money out of the stock market.
Okay, so now why is this your mission or passion or vision? Why have you decided to do this rather than something else? What drives you?
Well, here goes the thing. It's, my favorite book, the Bible, it says that people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Right.
And I've been fortunate enough to work with some very successful people, read some awesome books, a lot of them which you've written, okay? Worked with some great Fortune 500 companies in the area of finances. And so, Brian, I'm accountable for this knowledge that I know. And what I do know is that actually Robert Kiyosaki got it right. A lot of people say that money changes you. And Robert says that it's not the money that changes you, it actually magnifies who you really are.
Right.
And given the fact that I have a degree in psychology, I'm actually to see that money was never the issue. There's always an issue behind the issue. And we're able to uncover that and really help families out and show them the proper disciplines they need to get on financial track.
Wow. So give us a story of one thing that, or one customer or client that you have that you're particularly proud of.
You know what? Several of them, but one of our recent cases is I was meeting with a family, and they came to me for just your traditional college funding or retirement plans. And then the husband, he asked me, he said, I have a good bit of money here that I'm not sure what to do with it. And he said, I don't want to put it in the bank, but I also want to have access to it. And I said, well, why don't you just put it in your mattress? And then we both continued to laugh. But what he wanted is a return on his money. That's what he wanted. And so I asked him, I said, what about the opportunity for you to become your own banker? And then both of them kind of lit up and said, well, what's that all about? And I continued to ask, I said, well, how do you normally pay for your big ticket items? Things such as your cars or appliances, furniture,
right.
Vacations, things like that. And, he answered the question by saying, we usually finance our cars, because we can't
right.
afford them outright. But when it comes to appliances or different things like that, it's either 50-50. They either pay for it in cash or they'll go out and get that credit card. And I kind of cringe because we don't want to go that route. Right. So what I told him as far as when you become your own banker, you have the opportunity to have the purchasing power with your cash, but also recoup all the interest you would have lost if you financed. So I told him, I said, just with a little bit of discipline, you can actually overfund one of these life insurance policies and it becomes your own bank, your own private bank. And then when you're ready to make that purchase, you can take a loan from the bank, not a withdrawal, Because if you take it as a withdrawal, it'll be a taxable event.
Right.
But if you take it as a loan, you don't have to worry about any taxes at all. Now you have that purchasing power that you always wanted. You can negotiate, get a great rate. But then what can happen is you can start paying yourself back. And the reason why you want to do this is because you're now the financing company. Pay yourself back with interest. And as you're growing interest on the outside, your cash value is growing interest on the inside. And you're going to end up with more money by the time you pay yourself back than when you first took out that loan.
Well, that's a great strategy. Well, how can people get a hold of you if they want more information?
If they want more information, they can go to www.unguardfinancial.com.
And that's ENGARDE.
Yes.
Financial.com. Right?
That's absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
That's great.